Hello again and welcome back, students. I hope you had a restful weekend and you're ready to jump into another week. We're going to start off with our instructions, which are at the beginning of the module for each new week. So I just want to remind you, quick review, I'm in modules. All you have to do is click on modules, right? Scroll down to the current week. We're in week April 13th through the 17th. Our focus is workshop. And click on instructions. And here we go. Here we are. So again, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Let's start with a quick recap. Last week you submitted your first body paragraph for Essay 2 and an essay outline with a working thesis statement, 3 topic sentences, so that's 1 topic sentence for each body paragraph, and 6 details, or 2 details for each body paragraph. Myself and Professor Downey provided feedback on your writing. So the outlines were due Sunday night. I've commented on some, I'm still commenting on others, but all of the feedback has been, Professor Downey and I have provided for the body paragraphs, and the outlines I will finish providing feedback tomorrow by Tuesday. But it's pretty much, like I said, I started on the outline and I'll finish up tomorrow. So that's our recap. Now your to-do list for the week. Review instructor feedback. Remember, this is a really important step. Okay, so obviously, like I said, all the feedback for your first body paragraph is already posted. All of my feedback and comments for the outline I'll finish up by tomorrow. Make sure that at the beginning of this week you go back and you read that feedback. Much of our class interaction going forward will be conducted through drafting and feedback. You posting a draft and myself and Professor Downey posting feedback and comments. All right? So what do you do next? Compose your second body paragraph. This is the middle of your bounce back story. And it basically explains, what happened? What is the disappointment or the failure? Post this paragraph. Ideally, you'll post it before midnight Tuesday so I can give you feedback Wednesday. But again, everything opens on Monday morning, and all of the links for this week, remember, they're all open through the end of the week, the 19th. Instruction is asynchronous. So I've posted due dates and spread tasks throughout the week just to make it manageable and to set an ideal pace. But, if you get to posting your paragraph by Wednesday, then I'll provide feedback Wednesday night or Thursday morning. But the sooner you can do it, the better. The sooner I can give you feedback. Next, complete grammar exercise. It's on comma splices, and this is chompchomp.com. Comma splices. Ideally, submit this by Wednesday, okay? So you submit a paragraph on Tuesday, do a little grammar, submit that Wednesday. Go back to the discussion board, read the feedback that I gave you on Wednesday on your second body paragraph. Next, compose your third body paragraph. This is the end of your bounce back story. Post it ideally again before midnight Thursday so I can give you feedback on Friday before the weekend. This is very important. So you're going to notice a theme, right? You are drafting. You are finishing the drafting process this week by reading feedback, composing and posting your second body paragraph, doing a little grammar, going back and reading my feedback, posting your third body paragraph. Okay, going back and reading the feedback. You're also going to compose a reflective paragraph. This is not a long assignment, very short, informal, 1 paragraph where you review the feedback that I've provided you and reflect on it. Submit that reflection by Sunday night before midnight. Make revisions, okay? So that is pretty much all of this week. Composing your second body paragraph, some grammar, composing your third body paragraph, a reflective paragraph, making revisions. Now, you are also going to compose an introductory and concluding paragraph. all right? But you're not going to necessarily submit those to me by Sunday. So this week actually goes a little bit farther out, right? Because once you've made revisions, composed your intro and your conclusion, you're then going to submit your final copy of Essay 2 by Tuesday, April 21st. Okay, so this is a little different in that I've got a set of instructions that will take you through the end of the week. And then after reading the feedback, right, doing some more composing, your intro, your conclusion, you're going to put it all together and submit your final copy on Tuesday, okay, before midnight. Now, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can use Canvas email or Canvas chat while I'm online during our normal class hours. Remember that Canvas chat is like messaging, right? And it's over here in the left-hand corner. You can use that during class hours. So that's our week at a glance. I want to actually, go through the links and show those to you. This is the first link, your second body paragraph, the middle of your bounce back story. Make sure to post your thesis statement at the top of a document, skip a couple lines, and then start composing your second paragraph. Your second paragraph is the middle of the story, right? It tells the audience what happened, what was the disappointment or the failure. Be descriptive, use examples, help the reader understand not only what happened, but how you felt. Okay, and here is some more explanation. All of this comes from your graphic organizer that you did a couple weeks ago, right? When you first brainstormed details. So go back to that graphic organizer, go back to the second column, and look for information on events, transitions, setbacks, disappointment and failure. What happened? This is the middle of your story. Okay, so that is due Tuesday. Let's go to the next task. Here's the grammar exercise, comma splices. This is actually pretty straightforward. Click on the link, read the instructions, do 1 or 2 examples. Okay, so click on all 5 of these links. The instructions are very short. Do a couple examples. When you're done, compose a reflective paragraph describing what you learned. Be descriptive and specific. What did you learn from all the exercises? This is worth 5 points. Text box entry. It's due on the 15th, right? But of course, again, everything opens on the 13th, and the links are open through the end of the week. Here's a rubric. I'm looking for thoughtfulness and basically following directions. So if you're wondering how am I going to assess the homework, I'm looking at how much you're engaged and how thoughtful your paragraph is and if you follow directions. So that's your second task. Here's the third task this week, your third body paragraph of your second essay. This is the end of your bounce back story. And again, in a Word document or a Google Doc, compose your third and final body paragraph for Essay 2. Obviously, you can go back into the same Word doc if you've been using the same one all along, or you can open up a new Word or Google Doc. I don't think it's necessary to keep on opening up a new one, but do whatever works best for you. Make sure to copy and paste your working thesis at the top of the document, skip a couple of lines, and then start composing your third body paragraph. Your third paragraph tells the reader the end of your story. Explain how you bounced back. This is your comeback. What did you learn from the experience? Be descriptive and specific. Use examples to help the reader understand not only your comeback, but how you felt and what you gained from this chapter in your life. Finally, use the details from your graphic organizer. So you're going to notice a theme. We're using that organizer with every single body paragraph, right? Go back to the details to help you create your sentences. The third column on the organizer asks for the following information. How did you come back? What did you learn? What is your next goal? These are the kinds of details you want in that third body paragraph. And just for ease of reference, I've enclosed the organizer, a copy of that again. Okay, this is actually a link to a copy of the assignment sheet, the assignment description. So that is due on April 16th, which I believe is a Thursday. Okay, so that's your third task. And then you have a reflection. Now, this is a very short, informal reflection. It's one paragraph. I want you to review the feedback. I want you to review your drafts, reflect on them, and then write. So that's why we've got reflect, okay? Think and reflect. Reflect and think. Go back and review feedback for all the drafts you submitted. Now, if you've been reviewing my feedback and Professor Downey's throughout the last week and throughout the week, then you don't have to do this all over again. If you've been doing it all along, then you probably already have a general idea of the feedback. Think about the questions or the suggestions that myself or Professor Downey provided. Think about the feedback that you were given. Consider the following questions. What is working about your draft? What works well about the drafts that you have posted, these body paragraphs? What needs more work, right? Have we told you to provide some more description, detail? Has the feedback been about grammar, order, clarity, organization? So think about the feedback. Think about what's working well, what you think needs to be improved, and then finally write. Okay, compose one thoughtful, reflective paragraph. This is just 4 or 5 clear, grammatically correct sentences. And in your paragraph, answer the following questions. And anything else really you want to talk about or discuss in terms of your drafts and revising. But here are 3 questions to guide you. What changes are you going to make to your draft based on feedback? What other revisions in terms of content, grammar, organization, format, maybe clarity do you plan to make? What do you think is your strength? What's the strongest point in your draft? What's been the biggest challenge in drafting Essay 2? This reflective paragraph is worth 5 points. Text box entry or file upload. It's due by Sunday night, the 19th. Okay, the link is already open. Remember, everything in the module for the week opens on Monday, the 13th, and is open through the end of the week, which is the 19th. Again, a very familiar rubric. Thoughtfulness, how engaged are you with the assignment? How thoughtful is your paragraph? And did you follow directions? Okay, so that's how I'm going to assess that reflection. And again, this is really pretty straightforward. You're just thinking and reflecting on the feedback and what other kinds of changes you might want to make, and then writing about that in a paragraph. So that's actually the entire week, Monday to Sunday. Now the next activity in the module is submitting your final copy of your bounce back essay, essay number 2. Here's a link to the assignment sheet, the assignment description. It's worth 100 points. It's not due until Tuesday night before midnight. So I've actually extended this entire week a couple days. Okay, here's the rubric that's going to be used to assess your final copy. I'm going to be looking at your thesis statement. I'm going to be looking at your topic sentences. I'm going to be looking at your supporting sentences, details, description, elaboration. I'm going to look at your organization, transitions, and coherence. I'm going to look at your grammar. I'm going to look at your introduction and your concluding paragraphs. Okay, so this is the rubric for Essay 2, all right? So that's the rest of the whole module, actually. Not just for the week, but taking us out a little bit further to submitting the final copy. All right, so we only have a few seconds left. I just want to wrap up by saying, let me know if you have any questions. All right, as always, I'm available via email or Canvas chat. Have a good and a productive week, and I will talk to you guys later.